I mean, yeah, like this is the equation. Like floor of like ceiling of like this other thing, but like it doesn't decrease it by like let's say login. Like we can't even do that, you know? So let's see. I don't see how this like increases anything, you know? Um, say we have like let's say we set this to like this or something. Um, it's gonna be equal to 1. Oh, and that's our new like thing, right? But what if we set this to like 23? Then it's gonna be 22. What if we set this to like that? Then it's gonna be the same. So 22. What if we set it like 20 or 90? Equal to 75, 91, 90. Huh. 92 is 90. All the way to 100. Still 90. 120. Now we're up to 1. Like, it's very variable, I feel like. Doesn't have much. Doesn't have much things to go off of. It will only give the number of divisors it has. Well, like this value is only the number of divisors it has. And Whatever 120 is, I think it will give the number closest to 120. Like over 90 is probably not a thing. 130 is probably not a thing. Like it's probably these are not like not a thing. Hmm. A divided by like 4. Yeah, this divided by like 4 is equal to, yeah, 7, 8. I don't know. This can equate to anything, I feel like. What the f Right from I is equal to n minus 1 to 1. Set AI is equal to this. And yours, what the, like, okay. Hmm. I deadass this like the first time I've ever seen this in my life. Um, 2 root in possible. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. 2 root in possible. Root in of like 10 to the 5 is what, 200? So this is pretty doable, right? 10 to the 7, 3 times 10 to the 7. That is, it's doable, but it's like hard to do, I feel like. Holy, this is elementary number theory, guys. This is elementary, guys. Damn. This is why math is actually like insanely useful. Um, Alright, so that means if we were to go from back to front, doing this operation, starting from that node, it would equal to the number of like nodes that are, you know, possible, um, x. So how do we do this? So essentially, you're given an array of numbers, and you want to sort of just like go from back to front, right? And then you just say like, okay, so I have an array of numbers currently, and I want to start from this number. Going, and I suddenly start from this. Okay, so it will be at most like that many, so we can keep track of this array because we know if it is like, let's say this array is in fact log of n, like log square root of n. It's because I guess I'm just really bad at math, I assume. Yeah, I should stop being so bad at math. I guess that is the lesson learned. Yeah. Then, like then then along with the um along with the previous value by itself, the current value will produce at most another O of root n numbers due to L floor frac m frac a of I, and then you have like k r floor k in 1 1e5 10 to the 5 ideas. Thus, each time the array will have at most of root n numbers, so we can just traverse it and update it at each I. Right, we can traverse and update it at each I, and then we can store this pair. Okay, so the lessons learned is that um like each time there's like something that feels impossible, it's because you can brute force it, like, which is like a trivial idea, but I did not know what to brute force. I thought there was like another brute force ideology, but it turns out this number theory identity exists. I'm kind of interested to see the proof actually, because I don't know why. K is smaller or equal to n. Clearly there are O n possible values in this case. Bigger than n. I smaller than n possible, and there are n values for k as well. For I is smaller or equal to, I don't understand. I is smaller or equal to, wait, what? I'm lost. Um, I don't know what this even means. Since they're for I, they are. What? I don't understand this at all. In this case, wait, if k is bigger than n. Oh, right. If k is bigger than, oh, what the hell? Wait, is that actually true? If k is smaller or equal to n, clearly there's O of n possible cases for this one. Clearly, right? If it's bigger than n, that means I is smaller or equal to n. And that means that, okay. Uh, okay, that means that, alright, I get it. I really get it. Okay, great. Great. If k is more than n, then this is k. Since m is equal to a, we have, great. So that gives you n values, and then, so different than this, k, k. So you have, depending on whether this or not. Oh, shoot. That's cool. That's cool. So you either have exactly this much or this much distinct values. Um, okay, so it's exactly that much, actually. All right, great. So that's the number of values, right? And then we can store each possible value and its corresponding, like, what is the formula again? X times like x times like corresponding n minus j plus 1 or something, since the full expression for that like node is just gonna be equal to like x, right? Um, since the full ex and its corresponding like counts number of suffix that has that ending, then this prefix contributes um like to I plus 1 times x times c and t number of operations total. Alright, so alright, cool. So it's not even DP, you can just store it as we go, I think, right? Like you can literally store it as we go, and then yeah, like it's not even DP, to be quite fair with you. Like the number of things, you're just like, you know, right? So yeah, this problem is trivial if you know like that thing just instantly, like, because when I consider it, I didn't think that it would be that like easy, I guess, with that optimization. So I don't know. But this should be pretty easy. Oh, whoops, I declared that twice. If, let's just say, what do we say here? -1, I guess. And then we can just say, okay, so the number above it, we're going to add the number of, whoops, what did I do? We're gonna add the number above it, or actually, I want to change the names because I don't really like these naming conventions. But I'm just gonna change it to V, change this to V. V or dot push back the number above it, so a plus V will push back a plus 1, and then we will just say, okay, okay, so for that number, actually it will not plus a of 1, it'll just be like rep I0 rep or J0 size of V, right? We will just say that like, am I slow or what's going on? Am I actually slow? Okay, I don't know what's going on. But anyways, whenever it will if so we're gonna do CNT here actually, just because um okay, so we're actually using this VPI. If let's say size of V, right? Auto, let's go um like the value, let's say, and then the CNT is equal to V of J here. And then we're just gonna go like this. So if x is equal to a plus a of I plus 1, then obviously we do nothing. Like, yeah, bool found equals 0, found is 1, and then like if not found, then we're just gonna v dot pba plus 1 here, or a of I plus 1 here, and then which is the next, or like, yeah. Actually, what is the next? Okay. Actually, we can just go, whoops, we can just go value is equal to the ceiling of that. Like, what is this, to be fair? Okay. Actually, we don't even care about this value. We care about if a over ceiling of ceiling double I don't know if seal would even like work here because I don't know, I just seal AB seal. Alright, seal is not a function for int int. Alright, great. So seal, um, I think seal though, you can do it in math. Seal, you can just math it out, which is just, I forgot. I always forget though what it is. Um, I can implement this pretty easily. This is just gonna be like seal is just gonna be equal to whether or not you go a like yeah, a over b plus a b, like that. That is what seal is, and then you that's over a, right? So we can just go x here, right? This is x, and then a is going to be equal to a of I. Yeah. All right, then found is 1, else if not found, then, you know, a of I over, you know, a of I over a of I plus 1 plus a of I, what the frick, a of I plus 1, 1, which means that the number of cases is 1. And then like that is its new like that is its new value essentially is equal to like whatever this thing is. and not just like, or whoops. Let me just yank that line. Then we can just paste that here. Divide by that, and then we just do that. Then found is equal to 1, right? And then so int val is equal to, let's just, to be honest, let's just y, right? Val is equal to this, then you know we found it. Else if it's not like, let's see. Okay, the problem is multiple things can mean the same thing, so we do need to define a set operator here. Set pair int, set pi here, or yeah, set int, or map int, I guess. MP of val plus plus, because that is the new newfound thing. And then to be honest, we can just do this like MP of like this thing plus plus here. Nothing else to this, I would say, because plus, or you can just say plus equals CNT here, it doesn't really matter. Plus equals CNT, which is the number of like thingies, and then you want to add that to the end, and then you want to traverse the map. I forgot how to do that, to be fair. I forgot how to traverse the map. But I think it's just, yeah, const auto. For auto x in, let's see, how do I traverse this? How do I traverse a map? Const auto, auto it, auto name score. Okay, I guess we're using const auto. Just gonna go x and CNT. Let's see. Okay, but here we're using, what are we even doing here? Like, the sealing of that is what we're supposed to add to it, right? So we're adding, so ands, I guess, or 0 here, ands equal to like add ands, and then we need to do mults of like the current I, which is just gonna be what, I plus 1, I think, goes from all these values. Say this is like 2, and then it's just equal to 2. It's 2 plus 1, so I plus 1, I say. I plus 1, and then you molt like the molt what? Molt the cn like x, so you molt sealing of like that number, so what is it, a of I over x plus, you know, a of I x, like so, and then you molt that with the CNT of that like thing. Right. And then what do you do? And then you do add that to the map, and then okay. So let's just like v dot clear or something. And then v dot pb xcnt, and then this is const auto in map, which is locally defined. And then we're just gonna see how ends or something like that in the end. I'm pretty sure that's how you correctly do this implementation, but not, oops, that's not good. I'm just gonna delete that. Yep. Alright. Okay, ends is wrong. Oh yeah, right. I need to do this. Yep. Alright. Great. Full found is not used. Why? Expected that before. Okay. Oh no, that is terrible. Okay. That is not the greatest. Is that even correct though? Or just one, so I just delete this. Okay. Add the multiplication stuff. Yep. Okay, great. You also add that as well. So 919, that's not good at all. All right. Already. What to do in this situation? So I have nothing in the array, and then I am adding 4 over 3, which is, sorry, 4 over 3, which is going to be equal to 2 to the answer. I'm adding 2 times, what is this? 2 times 2, which is 4 to the answer. Because each time it's 2, and there's 2 ways that this happens, so it would be 4 in total. And then, what do I do here? And then either it is 4 or it is 3. So in both cases, I am essentially, oh, I need to do -1 for like everything. So if I were to do this again, I need to do -1 for everything, because this is assuming we're adding 1 to everything, right? If it's bigger, I still need to do 1 though, right? Like I'm still minusing 1 to everything, right? Like I'm literally still minus, I still need a -1 to like every possible pair. So I just do n minus and like the n minus idea. So it will just be equal to 3 times 2, which is just gonna be, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, so 6. Okay, well, each time, which is, how about this? Each time this is just you -1 here. Like, what about that? Like, how about that? Just that. What the 59590 this. Okay. Okay. That's probably wrong. That is probably wrong, I think. I'm pretty sure this is wrong though. One one seven. Everything else is correct. Like 59. This is just cooked. I don't know why this is even cooked. Like literally just, what the hell? Or we can debug. Huh. Hmm. Multiply I plus 1 times this value, which is supposedly just like 2 plus 1 or something. This is literally just like nothing. Oh, right. I see the problem. Yeah, it's like, okay. I don't know why even, I don't even like know what's even happening, but really? Oh yeah, right. Do this for everything. Is that good? Nope, that's still not. That should be good, right? Is that good? Okay, try again. 117, amazing. Alright, cool. Overall, like, I mean, if you know, like, if you just instantly know, like, if you're, like, decent at math, then, like, this is trivial, but I guess I'm not decent at math, so, yeah, like, I could have not wasted all this time if I was decent at math, I guess. Not sure, not sure. Oh, oh, okay, this looks like it's passing. Let's just read the editorial one more time. Okay. He says TLE. Okay. So I should not use map, I guess. I mean, since it is like, I don't know. I shouldn't use map. Alright, sure. I won't use map, I guess. I guess they are really strict on time. I mean, adding a 20 would just be bad, right? I don't know, I thought logs is supposed to be like not that bad. I think. I don't know what this means, but yeah. This. Okay, great. I guess we can define globally. Um, how do I like memset without memsetting? I don't really know how to do that. Huh. I just wanna GP hash table this, but oh well. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna roll with this and then hope for the best. Let's see here. For or rep J0 size of V. So I mean, well, I feel like there's still sets. You still have to define a set though. You know what I mean? I don't see how you can do this without like a login like complexity, you know? I don't see how that's even TLE, to be quite fair. I don't know, I'll define a set and then if that doesn't work then that's crazy. Um so if you know, size of, you know, let's just say CNT of auto, or we can just define this as MP. So MP of like what is this? Of V of J dot first is equal to 0 or something. to reset it out, and then this, or whoops, this is add dp advanced clear v dot clear, and then you go like this. So here you want to add the set into the sum, so set, so sd dot insert val. No, that's really bad. Can I just not define? Why would I ever define make pair? That is actually my genuine question. Why would I ever define make pair? I don't know why I would ever define make pair, but sure. What the? Do I just? I don't understand. Okay, great. I guess so, man. Let's see the TLE here. Boy, that's taking a while. How do you even do this without the log then? I'm curious. I'm really curious. Alright, I see how it is. Okay. I guess you use like something weird. I don't know. Vector pair. Wait, I actually don't understand how you would do that though, right? Two. Oh, you use a tricky. That's a trick, dude. That's a whole ass trick. Oh my god, you use like. Okay, that is cool. Alright, that's a trick. Wait, how do you do this again? I think this is like it, dude. Like, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know why it's like bugging with the time. Oh, wait. Oh my god. So it is the log. What the? Bruh. So it is the log, like, thing. That, it doesn't work, bro. Are we serious right now? I did not know log would be that, like, cooked, you know? I guess. I guess you even multiply by 4 would be still bad, I guess. Damn, okay. Cool. Okay, let's read this. Let's find out how to calculate the extreme solution exists. Consider rightmost index such that this, we must split AI into new k elements such that note that this k is bigger or equal to a over AI to the right. It's because this is smaller or equal to, okay. That's always optimal to make B1 as large as possible. It's not too hard that the smaller the B1 we can achieve. Okay, so we that do that. K is smaller or equal to, K is equal to. Notice that this, so yeah, okay. Performed that many operations to solve the problem for previous indexing. Yup. Okay, this is, think DP is probably not DP, but whatever. Count of subarrays such that, and after, like, this actually doesn't make any sense, but okay. Um, yes, you have this idea. I times DP of this, which is the count. Here I is the number of arrays where the ith element is set to x, and okay, so yeah, like currently, like x here does not represent this, I think. Not number of subarrays such that, right? But this actually represents just like the number of j's given the fixed I, essentially. Which is correct. Okay, that's the okay. But yeah, it's like you have to, yeah, and then you can just sweep it in one like reverse for loop here. Yep, ith element will be set in the number of operations. Yep. And then you just multiply this by I, which is the, number of uh yep, I times dp of I, and then this is the, like, I times dp of I is just the number of, like, dp of I is just this is the number of j, and then this is the number of like arrays you can do like previously to that. So okay, I guess that makes sense. But holy, what are they doing here? That is crazy. Okay, some math stuff. Yup, I love math. This math is like, this is like one theorem, bro. This is like this. This is like the only important part of the whole thing. Like literally. So yeah, okay, cool.